Hey guys, CM Reaper Hunter here, welcome back to another video. And just yesterday, Spirit Halloween released their Wave 2 of their 2025 animatronics. And in this video, I will be giving my opinions on what I think about everything. So overall, I think this second wave is definitely way better than the first wave. I honestly thought the first wave was pretty mid. There really wasn't anything that I really cared for except for Valak, but I feel like even now after seeing everything else, she kind of went down a little bit for me. But here's the first animatronic for this wave 2. It is the 5.8 foot Twisted Grandma. Now, this is definitely my least favorite prop of the second wave, but I still don't think she's that bad. And honestly, I think she's a lot better compared to probably 75% of the animatronics from the first wave. I think she's still a pretty solid prop. We have known about her for a while. I believe she got leaked like a year ago or so from the concept art along with like the Mr. Dark pumpkin reskin. But here she looks definitely a good bit different from that concept art. I think her face is pretty similar, but other than that, everything else is pretty different. She's got like a pink dress, and she's got gray curly hair, and her head and torso spin. Now, I feel like the animation looks a little weird in the video, and I feel like she looks kind of cheap, like with the puppet mouth. I don't really care for when Techie uses that puppet mouth on animatronics. I wish they just kind of use like the latex faces or vinyl or whatever the hell material it is. But I don't think she's too bad. Her voice is a little like kind of corny sounding, but I don't think it's too bad. It kind of fits, and she has some pretty decent phrases, it looks like, as well. Also, I think 230 isn't too bad for her since she has like what 3 animations. I think that's pretty solid price for her. But yeah, definitely not a bad prop. She's definitely a pretty decent one. Definitely a lot better than anything else from the last wave. Then the next one is the 9.5 foot Sinister Strawman. And overall, I really like this guy. I think he's a really cool one. Out of all of the Mr. Dark reskins, I think him and Hellspawn are definitely my favorite ones. But yeah, I really like this guy. I think his appearance is really cool. It's very simple, but I think it works well. He's kind of got like that red sun-faded cloak. He's got like a burlap belt around his waist. He's got a very simple kind of techie scarecrow sculpt for the face, but I think it looks pretty nice. And I like the yellow light-up eyes as well. And what's unique about him is that, unlike the other Mr. Dark reskin props, this guy has 3 phrases, as the other Mr. Dark ones only had 1. So that's pretty cool that they gave him multiple phrases. I think his voice sounds pretty good too. It's very like ominous and deep. And he's $329.99, $330, which is the same price as Hellspawn and Tallulah, which I kind of expected. But yeah, definitely a really cool one. Definitely, like I said, him and Hellspawn are my favorites of the Mr. Dark ones. Then the next one is the 5 foot Backbend Bonnie. And overall, this is probably my second favorite prop that has been released so far. I really like her. I think she's a really cool looking one. Definitely very similar to Broken Spine Girl. But we haven't gotten another backbending prop since Broken Spine Girl, which was like 11 years ago, so it's really cool to see another one. But I really like her appearance. I like the red dress she has. I think her face looks really cool. It's very creepy. I like the sharp teeth and like the gashes she has on her face. And in her description, it says that she's a female vampire, which I think is a really cool add to her character. I also really like her audio. I think it's really good and very creepy. It's got like the bone cracking and like screaming and laughing. Yeah, definitely a really good animatronic in my opinion. Definitely one of my favorites, and I would not be surprised if I end up getting her this year. She's $179.99, $180, which is honestly also a pretty good price for a pretty much life-size standing prop that's under $200. Because I feel like most of the ones we get around these days are like $280 and up, so $180 for this I honestly think is a pretty solid price. But yeah, definitely a really cool one. Very excited to see her in person. Then the next one, or the final one, and probably my favorite one so far, is the 6.6 foot Monkey Business. And I really like this guy. I think he's a really cool clown. Honestly, I think he might be better than all the clowns from last year, except for art. But he's definitely a really cool clown. He's very unique. He's a Crazy Create clown with a black and white color scheme. So he's got a really simpler color scheme, but he kind of has like this vintage look, which I like. His face looks really cool, and he's got this big orange and black striped box, and it says "Just for You" on it. And he talks, and the monkey pops out of the box, which I think is a really cool jump scare. And I think the monkey looks pretty good too. It looks like it's all plastic, but it looks like a real monkey, and I think it looks really nice. He's got, I believe, like 3 or 4 phrases, and I like his voice a lot too. It definitely sounds pretty good. I like his laugh a lot. And he is $329.99, which I think is a little steep. I feel like if he was like $280 or $300 flat, it would be a little bit better, but still, I think this guy is a really cool one for sure. So yeah, overall with this second wave, definitely a lot better than the first. It just sucks that they have seemed to be releasing everything kind of like sporadically. Like we haven't gotten anything since that first drop, which was like almost 2 weeks ago. So it kind of sucks that they're releasing everything so like kind of far out from each other, but at least we're getting more stuff. It's definitely really cool to see. And like I said, this second wave is a lot better than the first wave. So yeah, that's about it for my opinions on these animatronics. So without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. So look out for more spooky videos.